I recently made the most difficult decision of my political life and left UKIP to join the Libertarian Party. The last 7 years of my life have been almost entirely dedicated to UKIP. I have lived and breathed the party. I've stood in 8 elections for the party and stood for party leader once. Over the period of my involvement with the party, I've spent tens of thousands of pounds for the cause, including direct donations as well as funding my own campaigns. Unfortunately, over the years the party has changed dramatically. I joined a positive organisation led by a charismatic and dynamic leader. We were moving from being a party purely dedicated to exiting the EU to being a radical alternative voice in British politics on a whole range of issues. It really felt like we were about to achieve something very special. Then in 2016 we won the referendum to leave the EU. The single greatest and proudest moment of my life. Shortly after that, Nigel Farage resigned as leader and the decline began. Nigel's force of personality had united a very disparate set of people and views. Without him, the civil war erupted, with factions rising and falling. Red UKIP, Libertarian UKIP, Nationalist UKIP, and all sorts of groups in between. The war in UKIP has ended with one decisive victor, a nationalist strand of thought represented and led by Gerard Batten. He has quickly and efficiently changed UKIP into a nationalist party, with much in common with the French Front National. Many of the more liberal-minded and libertarian members have left to be replaced by new members who are strong supporters of the new direction. The war is over and the nationalists are the decisive victors. This has led to a party with more state control and public ownerships in its manifesto, as well as a relentless emphasis on the problems surrounding Islamic extremism. While I personally believe that multiculturalism is a disastrous failed experiment and there is far too much acceptance of the demands of the minority Muslim population in our country, I do not believe it should be the main defining policy of a political party. I actually think that Tommy Robinson and the Football Lads Alliance, amongst others, do a far better job of highlighting issues to do with extremism than any politician. It's beholden on politicians to incorporate the concerns of the people into their manifesto without letting any one policy or concern become a public obsession. I'm a libertarian. It's absolutely clear that there is no future for libertarians or their ideas in UKIP. So it was clear I needed to leave. The Libertarian Party in the UK is small, but represents an excellent platform for libertarian ideas with a huge potential for growth. Its policies are influenced by the Taxpayers Alliance and the Institute for Economic Affairs, so this is no student debating society, although it does encourage debate and discussion without personal animosity. Some of its key ideas include an impeachment process for public servants, a written constitution including the principles of Magna Carta, liberalisation of drug laws, reducing and simplifying tax. Although a member of the Libertarian Party now, I'm still a member of the Europe of Freedom and Direct Democracy group in the European Parliament. This group is led by Nigel Farage and produces the voting lists and guidance that UKIP work from. I am still maintaining my European mandate. I have not changed. UKIP has changed. I have no animosity towards UKIP as it still contains many great people. I also believe in freedom of speech, and there's a gap in the market for an ultra-nationalist, socially conservative political party. I simply don't want to be part of it. The battle for the UK to leave the EU rages on, and at this time, all independent supporting parties and politicians should be focusing on saving our country rather than squabbling with each other. My efforts will be focused on a bright and positive post-independence future for our great nation. Efforts to distract me into petty fights with nationalist extremists will be ignored. Libertarianism in the UK is about to rise. If you want a future based on freedom, liberty, independence and a positive view, where we believe that each individual has a huge potential and can achieve great things regardless of race, religion or background, then come and join us. The party's just getting started. Come and join in. It's going to be fun.